Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Miss Jean. Good morning, Mr. Wyatt. Good morning, Mr. Don. Good morning, James Love. I hope you're all having a very good morning. Good morning also to all my bushwatchers out there. I know y'all busy this morning, getting things together, work, all those good, lovely things. And all to the people who catch this replay. Hey, Mr. Montrese, good morning. Who catch the replay because you busy. I know that I usually go live when a lot of people are at work. So, you know, um, thank you to all my replay gang. Thank you for anybody that hits the like button and supports me in any way, shape, or form or fashion. I'm very thankful. I hope y'all are having the best morning ever. I hope that today on Hump Day you've been having a good week so far and the rest of the week goes even better. And I hope y'all have a good weekend this weekend, you know, have some fun, live it up, you know. I was sitting here chilling. I took out the dogs. I'm a little late because we had to take out the puppy dogs and take care of the animals and um, do all that lovely stuff. Your morning routine. And I woke up a little late this morning. I actually slept in a little, which is something I don't ever hardly do. I hope everybody, all these vacations that are going on, everybody meeting up. I hope don't nobody fight in Vegas and go to jail, child. Nobody got time for all that. You know, I saw yesterday from my people from the fuck around and find out second. I saw that somebody wouldn't hit Lefty's link. Why? Because it's a man. Yeah, you love to attack women, don't you? But you can't jump up there and talk to a real man. Okay. Do you? Do you? You like to hit women's links, but won't do that with a man. You hit the link, but then drop down real fast. Why? Why didn't you confront him like you say you do? Just saying. But thank you, love. Um, yeah, the I saw that yesterday. Did you see that, Don? I'm like, why wouldn't you hit a real man's link? I mean, he called you up, he called you out, and you didn't stay on the link to, you know, that just proves something. Good morning, racing stars. Good morning, good morning. Loves to jump on the women's links and attack them, but can't face up to a real man. I also heard that over there, hey, Mr. MRH, that a lot of the people have said that they would, love to meet up, and he's too chicken shit to do that. And then I heard people he wanted to do a boxing match, and people were willing to do it, and he wouldn't do it, and he refused. Good morning, Miss Gio. I hope you're having a good morning so far. And then over there in the beef sector, I've been seeing about the Nestcation and Lemoncation, and they all talking about going on vacations together. I heard the fake wedding was off, which is a good thing because why the hell would you do that shit? You know what I'm saying? Child, sometimes this shit can get crazy, ain't it? That's why a lot of times, like when I'm talking about situations like yesterday, it wasn't, sometimes it's not necessarily aimed at one person. Sometimes I see this stuff across the board, right? So like when we talk about wellness Wednesday, and we talk about narcissism, and we talk about mental health disorders, and a lot of these things, it can sometimes be a general statement because you see it across the board, right? Yeah, it's been busy as hell though. Take your little short break, girl. It'll get right back busy after you take your little short break. But sometimes it's good to take breaks. Even if you work from home and you busy doing shit, sometimes taking those short breaks is good for you. You know what I mean? Refreshes. You can get back to your work, and then you're better for it versus um, working yourself into the ground and then all that stuff. Sometimes those little short breaks actually refresh you. I hope you have a good morning and I hope you have a good day at work for all my people who are working hard for the money. So hard for you, honey. They work hard for the money, so you better treat them right. Had to do that for my hardworking people, Um, y'all know I got to make little jokey jokes. So here's my question for the day to ponder, right? Y'all know I always like to ponder questions. Do you think it is a mental illness, right, to think that the YouTube world is real life? Like what goes on here trumps what you have going on in your real life. For some people, I think it is. I think that YouTube can become an addiction, and that for them, YouTube takes over their whole life. Like they won't go out with friends, they'll miss important things because YouTube is more important, and becomes almost like you can't leave it for 5 seconds to go take a shit or a shower or to take care of yourself. And I do believe that some people technically get an addiction to YouTube, and they think that YouTube is more important than actually taking, time out for your family and doing things. I do believe that some people do actually get an addiction to it. Now, coming on here to take time away from your day and have fun with people is one thing, but y'all know what I'm talking about when people get obsessed. There's a difference between watching and consuming and obsession. Like they get so obsessed with other people on here that they follow their every move. To me, you might have an issue if you're doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because there's many different forms of addiction, right? People have, gambling addictions, coffee addictions, Dr. Pepper addictions, um, you know, different things like that. And so for some people, I do believe, good morning, Miss Danny. I believe some people do grow an addiction to YouTube, and they let YouTube take over their whole life, right? Now, not all of us do that, obviously. Some of us just come on here to chill with cool people and to talk and, do things, right? But I have seen some people get super obsessive with things on YouTube. It's just an application. You can turn it off at any time. But have y'all not noticed that some people actually take it a little too far? Like YouTube is real life, and they don't have a real life anymore. Like they don't go do anything. They don't take time for the family. They don't go to work. They don't wash their ass. They don't brush their teeth. Like YouTube consumes them. Oh, you crazy when you start talking about yourself in the third fucking person all the time. Like I don't know how somebody does that. I have to catch myself and not say my real name sometimes when I be telling y'all stories, or not accidentally say that person's real name. You know what I mean? It's hard to talk in the third person. I don't know how somebody does that all the time. Like I find it a little hard to do. I find it hard to speak in the third person. Oh, also, hey nephew Damien, I hope you have a good day at school today and whatnot. Your YouTube auntie loves you, and have a good day at school, and do well and all that. And I know you're gonna do it anyway, but I gotta say that. That is very true, Miss Danny. I think that the pandemic that happened, it warped a lot of people about social media, as if social media is real life. Because people used to not be as obsessed with it as they are nowadays. Because technically that's all that a lot of people had to do or were able to do, because everything was shut down. Nobody could go to work, and it became consuming. And I think for some people, it became an addiction, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's during that time. Sometimes this was all that people had, and I believe that for some, it became a severe addiction. Like I think some people actually would rather be on here than taking a bath or eating or taking care of themselves. Like it became consuming of their life. Like they forgot to live real life. Almost like, when we see those horror movies, when people think virtual reality is real reality. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm on here and I support a lot of people, but that doesn't mean while I'm doing that, I'm not also cooking and cleaning and you know what I'm saying? And taking care of my real life and taking care of my animals and, going to touch grass. And that's why I take the weekends off. If y'all notice Saturday and Sunday, y'all really don't see me that much because I'm spending time with my family. I'm doing things. If I go on vacation, y'all won't see me for a week or two or whatever. You know what I mean? Even back then, I never did Miss Jill come on here every single day. Um, I've never been the type to be completely addicted to anything. Now, do I make sure that I try to support as many people as possible? Yes. Sometimes does that get overwhelming because I'm only one person? Also, yes. So sometimes I'll be in like three different chats at one time. You know what I mean? But I'm also doing stuff while I'm doing that. Like I'm playing a video game or listening to music in the background or reading a book sometimes. I mean, it's not the end all be all. I just try to show support to everyone. Yeah, I'll say that, Miss Danny. I get that right there. Self care, yes, Mr. Ty. Self care is very important. Take times off from the internet. That's why I always tell people to take breaks, take mental breaks sometimes. When this shit gets like overwhelming, take that time for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Self care is very important. I will say that a lot of people do that, Miss Danny, when like let's say you're you got something going on in your real life. You don't want to tell anybody, but you got something going on. So a lot of people actually do that as a escape mechanism. It's called escape, which is good for certain things. Good morning, Watcher Boo. I hope you have a good day. I know you be busy sometimes, Chav. Um, but also, taking that time to I don't really watch a lot of TV. I do watch more YouTube than I do TV, but I watch TV on the weekend. I'm not a huge TV person. So YouTube is kind of like my TV. And that's the way I view it, right? It's my TV. I consume it like I would a TV show. And I turn it off when I'm busy doing stuff, right? I view YouTube like a TV show. I mean, I support every single person that I possibly can, but sometimes I'm not able to be everywhere, but I try. That's the way I view YouTube, though, is like it's a TV show. And that it's not so super important that I have to miss out on things or, you know, do like, you know, I go take my showers, I go take my baths, I go take care of my family, I go do these things. Um, I y'all don't see me stay on no live stream for 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 hours, then jump on another live stream and I'm standing there for 6, 7, 8, 10 times. And literally from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed, y'all miss me occasionally. I'll be like, oh, snap, sorry, I was cooking, or ooh, I missed your live. I have to catch your replay. I was doing something. You know what I'm saying? That's the healthy way, Miss Jill, though. You see what I'm saying? Like you still use it and view it as a TV and chill with your people, right? But it doesn't consume you. You know what I'm saying? You still got shit to do. You're still taking care of your family, you're still cooking, you're still cleaning, you're still going to work. I know some people that got so consumed with this stuff that they literally lost their jobs. That's when you know you have a huge problem. Like when you can't like function in real life, you have a problem. Just like alcoholics, right? Um, and there is a such thing as functioning alcoholics. There are functioning addicts of all different kinds, and anything in excess can be considered a addiction. Just like you know, even coffee, cake can be an addiction. I'm just saying. There needs to be a balance. That's correct, Miss Danny. I have found some amazing people on here, some great friendships, some great people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So yes, so I enjoy jumping in chats and saying hey to the amazing people and finding amazing people. Yes, that's awesome. Um, I think that's the cool thing about social media. But just like, even when we talk about cake or ice cream or let's say we're talking about coffee or anything in excess that consumes you becomes a problem, right? Now you will see me in church. Y'all know sometimes if I don't say hey to you, it's probably because I'm busy at that moment, or I'm trying to just make sure everybody knows I'm there. But I'm in 6 chats at one time while mopping my floors, taking care of my family. Just trying to show some support. Um, but I don't let it consume me to the point of if I wanted to, I could turn off the screen tomorrow and not check back in for a couple of days. I've done it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make me go, "Ooh, I got to go see what's happening." You know what I'm trying to say? I can go do what I got to do and come back, and I know everything's going to be the same pretty much, maybe just a little bit changed, but it ain't going to be too crazy. It seems though like every time I turn off my screen and take my breaks, though, something always goes down. I will say that much. Everything within moderation, everything has a balance, everything has a place and a time. I know you do, Miss Jill. I know you work full time. A lot of people here do. You know what I'm saying? Like they work, they take care of their family, and YouTube's just a bonus for them, right? And having friendships and people they support, like on here, is just a bonus, right? And for a lot of us, it's like that. It's just a bonus because we love talking to people that we enjoy speaking to. When it becomes an obsession is when you obsessively watch people you don't even like. That's when that you know what I'm saying. Like, here's the thing: I don't watch people I don't like because I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for it. But I did see somebody refuse to hit a link of a real man. Oh, I mean, the person stayed alive for like 3 or 4 hours. You jumped up one time and then dropped back down because you noticed they wasn't going to let you pee bomb them, but you wouldn't stay up there long enough for them to add you to screen. You jumped down and said one thing in chat, but if that was a woman, vice versa, however, you would have stayed up there to attack because you like to attack women and children and the dead, not real men who actually stand up to you. I'm just saying. But I do see a lot of people, like, I'm going to say this too. I see a lot of people on here, when we talk about addictions and we talk about things like that, like drinking and, um, you know, doing certain things that are not conducive to your health. Like uh, this other chat that I watched, they stay live all night long. I'm like, when do you sleep? You got to take care of yourself. You've got to take those mental breaks. You got to take days off from this shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it all the time. It's not good for you. But when we talk about mental health and we talk about wellness, right? Wellness is not just taking care of your physical health, right? Because a lot of people, we take care of our physical health, we go to doctors, we do things, but a lot of people forget to take care of their mental health, which does play a part in your physical health. They're one and the same because stress, right? Stress can be a killer. Stressing yourself out all the time. Hey, Mr. Jim Kennedy, the best gym, the only gym that ever was, ever will be. Okay. I have to, say it that way. But think about it in retrospect of um, how many people are running around here with unchecked mental conditions and they're not taking care of themselves. They're not going to therapy. They're not getting help. They're feeding their addiction and making their mental health worse. A lot of us, we take care of our mental health. When we know if stuff is getting to us too much, we take a step back. We take time. Like a lot of people in my chat, they go do things on the weekend with their family. They go spend time. They go watch movies. You know what I'm saying? They do little fun stuff on their streams. So, take a break from all the bullshit. But think about those people that they let the consumption affect their mental health to the point that they don't take care of themselves, right? And if you don't take care of yourself mentally, how can you take care of yourself physically? You got to take care of all that, you know. Also, I would like to shout out to my team neurodivergent. We need to do another ADHD stream soon. I love when we have our ADHD streams because here's the thing. We will be talking about one subject and then switch to a whole nother because that's how ADHD works. You're seeing ADHD in real time. You know what I'm saying? In real time. Um, and the way that people go about it. And, I was having a great conversation the other day. We were talking about things like this and, talking about family matters and how different people have different kind of people in their family. Like we have people who have narcissists in our families, right? We have, different kind of traumas. Some people had great childhoods. Some people had abusive childhoods. Sometimes it wasn't the parents. Sometimes it was the grandparents or cousins or, and think about family dynamics and how they change who we are as a person. Everything that you've been through, good or bad, shapes you into the person that you are. Think about it like that. So, we've talked about how identical twins can look exactly the same, but be total different in their personalities, right? Because no matter if they look the same or genetically the same, their life experiences are different. And that's what makes each person unique. Each person, there will never be another you in this world. Think about it in retrospect. There are billions of people in this world. There will never be another Danielle. There will never be another Racing. There will never be another James. There will never be another Miss Raditha, right? There will never be another you in this universe because nobody else will have your life experiences. So you're already unique. You're already amazing as you are. There will never be another you on this universe because they won't go through the same things that you've went through to shape you to who you are, right? Even if you had an identical clone of yourself, that clone would still not be you because it did not go through the things that you went through. That's, if you think about that in retrospect, isn't that the craziest thing to think about? Like, even if you could create a direct copy of yourself, they wouldn't be exactly you because they didn't have the life experiences. The only way you could do that is if you could upload your consciousness and the memories and the things you had been through to your copy. That's the only way. And as far as I know, there's no way to do that, right? So even if you could genetically clone yourself, your clone still is not going to have or be you because they don't have the same experiences that you have or have had in your life. Think about that in retrospect. It's crazy. Did you know that cloning, they are starting to actually figure out different, like you can absolutely get a pig heart or there's like, it's starting to medically become a thing where, um, like before having a bad heart or needing a certain like lungs and different things was a death sentence if you didn't get on the list and actually get, the organ that you needed, right? They're actually starting to look into like they even have cloned skin grafts now. The medical field is actually going crazy right now with different, advances. Um, a lot of cancers are now curable. Well, not a lot, a few. Um, and they've been knowing that there's some cures for a long time now, even for as Alzheimer's disease and such and so forth. But, sometimes they'd rather make more money treating the disorder than curing it. Look at my polite nephew. He's such a good boy. Tell him I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of him. He's such a good young man. We so blessed, Miss Danny. We got blessed with good children. We got blessed with good boys. You know what I'm saying? I know that you pat yourself on the back every day and say, I'm so blessed. We so blessed. We blessed. Blessed and highly favored. Well, you just be safe driving, Miss Danny, okay? Don't you worry about no typing and no bull crap. And let me go ahead and I'm gonna show y'all some crap that's crazy. Um, that some people may or may not know about since it's Wellness Wednesday. Cloned body parts is the thing nowadays. What is the cloning of a body parts? Cloning body parts refers to the process of creating tissue or organs through cloning techniques, primarily for medical purposes such as transplantation. This can involve therapeutic cloning, where stem cells are harvested from cloned embryos to generate specific tissues or organs that can be used for transplants. The goal is to create organs that are genetically identical to the patient, thereby reducing the risk of rejection by the immune system. Therapeutic cloning. This involves creating embryos through somatic cell nuclear transfer, or SCNT, where the nucleus of a donor egg is replaced with the nucleus from a somatic cell. The resulting embryo can then be used to derive stem cells, which can differentiate, um, which can differentiate into various cell types. Those including those needed for organ repair or replacement. Stem cell research. Advances in stem cell technology have allowed researchers to explore the potential of induced pluripotent stem cells, iPSCs, which are adult cells reprogrammed to an embryonic like state. These cells can be directed to develop into specific tissues or organs, offering a promising avenue for organ regeneration. 3D bioprinting. Recent developments in 3D printing technology have enabled the creation of scaffolds that can support the growth of cells into functional tissues. This method allows for the construction of complex organ structures that can be used in transplantation. Ethical considerations. The cloning of body parts raises numerous ethical questions, particularly regarding the use of human embryos for research. Many people are concerned about the moral implications of creating and destroying embryos for the sake of medical advancement. Additionally, the potential for cloning to be misused or to lead to uh, commodification of human life is a significant concern. Future possibilities. While the science of cloning body parts is still in its infancy, the potential benefits are substantial. If successful, these techniques could alleviate the organ shortage crisis, reduce the need for immunosuppressant drugs, and improve the success rates of transplants. However, significant technical and ethical challenges remain to be addressed before these methods can be widely implemented in clinical practice. In conclusion, while the concept of cloning body parts holds great promise for future medicine, if it's accompanied by complex ethical dilemmas and scientific hurdles that must be navigated carefully. Um, they are talking about genetically modified pigs could provide unlimited, transplants and things like that, and organs and different things, because technically, there's that. And then you have the situations like My Sister's Keeper, right? If you've seen the movie My Sister's Keeper, you know that it's about a young girl. Hey, Happy Life, we're talking about cloning and different things and stuff like that. So if you ever watched the movie My Sister's Keeper, um, they basically have a child that they use to save the first child. And this is not something that is new. It is something that has been going on for a while now, that they genetically alter the embryo and let the child grow up to be used for and medically used to help save their sibling. And this has been a thing for a while now. That movie just brought it to the surface, right? But that is actually a thing. Is that some people actually have children, a genetic copy of the first child, because they share the same parents. Their DNA is very similar, right? To the point that they can give blood, they can give plasma, they can give bone marrow, and different things like that because genetically they're the same, right? Genetically. So they're not going to get rejection like they would from a donor that is not genetically, the same as them. And so it also brings out, is this ethical, right? Is it ethical to make the secondary child feel like they're just spare body parts and they only had them to save the first child? Is it ethical? So, when we talk about these things, can they be life-saving measures? Yes. But is it ethical? Is it okay for that child to think that's the only reason they were born? That's something that movie brought up for people, right? Is it ethical to do that? That's just a question to ponder yourself today. Like, think about how much medically advanced it would be and how many lives could be saved, but then also think about the repercussions, or would you literally allow a human to be born, to be used as your spare body parts, and take away their choices in life so that you could live longer? See, that's the ethical part of it. That's the part where, our brains are like, this is wrong. This person was just created to be my spare body parts at that point. And they have a consciousness, and they have feelings, they feel things. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like it's something that's not living, something that's not conscious, something that's not breathing. You get what I'm saying? It's not like it's a robot. Also, that brings into question robotics and how far that AI is coming. They could literally, quite literally, create a fake ass video of me saying or doing anything with just using my picture and put me as an AI person and make it believable. That's how far AI has come. Like, there was this dude who I met when I was traveling, and we were outside and we were talking, and he showed me a thing that literally was, the whole thing was AI, and tried to claim it was real because he believed the conspiracy theory that all these people were having huge orgies and all this other shit, which they may do, but the video was AI. It was AI. Hey, Wildflower Love, think about how far, when we think about robotics, when we think about AI, when we think about computer programs, how far they've come from the time of infancy to now. They literally have AI of celebrities in compromising situations that is not even a real picture or video of that person. Think about, they could get you, or they could get AI to say whatever they want or whatever they want to do about you. That's crazy. Hey, Racing already said, hey, you baby. I was looking at Crazy Brat and calling you. I don't know. Hey, Crazy Brat, baby. And happy life. I hope you're having a good morning. You've been being messy, child. You've been being messy. But I was just thinking about the implications of what AI could do in the future, right? And people can claim it's you when it's not. Think about trying to, how we always say show receipts, show evidence, but people are faking that shit nowadays. Like fake text messages, fake this, fake that, fake all that. So, when we a lot of us, we do deal with proof and deal with, I want hard, cold facts, right? Think about the invention and how AI is doing that. Somebody could literally create a video or picture and claim it's you of AI. Have you seen all kind of crazy shit? You know what I'm saying? Oh, and then think about, have y'all heard about the MK Ultra shit where they're like supposedly everybody's claiming that all this celebrity, that celebrity, this celebrity, that celebrity, they're all like clones of themselves and crazy shit, and they're supposedly glitching in real time and all, and then you could get into conspiracy and fall into the rabbit hole of lizard people and shit. It's crazy. It is crazy. I do not think they're that far into cloning, in my personal opinion, that they can clone a person's consciousness that well. Now, they could clone their looks possibly, but not everything about them, not their consciousness, their speech, and all that shit. Now, do I believe that people? Now, I'm going to tell you what I think MK Ultra actually is. I think it's a form of mind control and brainwashing. And or I also believe if they did create clones for themselves, they're using them for spare body parts. That's what I think. And that's why some of them living longer. Yeah, it was, oh yeah, it was about mind control. I do believe some people can be mind controlled um to the point that like their brain, if certain words, because they actually have sleeper cells. That's a real thing, that someone has been hypnotized so much that one key word can be said and it sets them off to do the thing that they were programmed to do, pretty much. Now that I do believe, and I think that's what MK Ultra really is. I don't think they're necessarily a clone of themselves. I think they're literally brainwashed to the point of, certain things can be said or done. Hey, CEO, little boss lady. I will say, if you think about it in retrospect, you can reprogram the brain, right? You can make people forget things in their brain. There is different ways to control somebody's brain. That's why a lot of these cults, if we think about cults, right? All these cults and stuff, most of those people were programmed to be in that cult. They're brainwashed. Like, look at the shit Nature Boy did. Look how he had those motherfuckers eating out of palm of his hand, saying, yeah, they, like looking at him like he Jesus. Look how they followed his every whim and did everything he said to do. Like, my question is, how does a person allow another person to do that to them? Because I'm gonna tell you something, you ain't gonna tell me what to do. I guess I'm too strong minded or too opinionated. Because I think I'd be done cuss the motherfucker out or said fuck you and bye, and I'd ass out. Like, I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. We watched a crazy ass cult movie the other day. What was the name of that movie? Um, Remu or something like that. I forgot the name of it. Um, it was a weird name movie. I forgot the name of it, but it was technically about this pop star who supposedly started this weird ass cult. And I knew something was up when I saw that one lady come in because she didn't match the rest of them. I was like, he gonna let her live, but I don't know why or what, or he's gonna try to induct her into the cult or something because it just don't match up. All the other people had like past things with this person, like they had made fun of him, they had did something, wrote bad columns, whatever the situation may be. But she stood out because she was like this new person that didn't have nothing to do with nothing. I was like, yeah, this is gonna come out different than what we think it is. It's actually an okay movie though. Babe, do you remember the name of that movie? I forgot the name of it, but it was about a cult pretty much. But think about cults and all the things we see with people drinking the Kool-Aid and shit. Like, I understand the ones that grow up in it, Because here's the thing, you grew up in it from the time you were very small. When you're little, you're more easily influenced, right? But I'm talking about grown-ups. I'm not talking about Opus. The name of it was Opus. That's right. That's a crazy ass movie. If you get a chance to watch it, y'all should watch it. It y'all should watch that movie. It's a 2025 film. It's called Opus, um, and it's on Amazon, HBO Max, Apple TV, Google Play. You can rent it on YouTube or buy it. But it's literally like makes you wonder. Like I can understand children, being programmed from the time they're little. So that's different because a kid is very easily influenced. But a grown up who's in their 30s who joins a cult, how do you get brainwashed into believing all that's okay? I'm gonna guesstimate that it has to deal with a little at a time, or they use things that they know about you against you, to make you start to believe, and then by the time that a normal person would catch on, it's already too late. You're too involved. You get what I'm saying? But it's crazy to think about how that works, right? It's crazy to think about that. Hey, way up, dude. Good morning. It's crazy to think about how that people can how they can get involved in a situation like that, right? Like how you're a 30-year-old person, you know what I'm saying, 20, 30. In the 20s, I can see you being a little more susceptible to things like that. But in your 30s and 40s, you're a little bit more mature, a little bit more wisdom. Um, like, how do you allow another human being to tell you to bark like a dog and you do it? You get what I'm trying to say? Like, they tell you to um, do things that you know is against your morals or your who you are as a person, and you actually just go do it. Like I'm too opinionated, I suppose, but like I wonder how that actually works. I think myself that it happens a little at a time to certain people, and but it makes you think. Like when you try to rationalize it, right, or try to think about it, you have to either a been a part of a cult and it happened to you, so you understand it better, or B, do a lot of research. Because even though I will say this, I will never understand because I've never been in one, right? I've seen some cult like behavior on certain things, but I've never been a part of it. I've never had another human being tell me to do something that was against my morals and beliefs, and I actually did it. I've never done that. So sometimes it does. It makes you contemplate that stuff. Like, how is that possible? Did I say hey, little CEO, little boss lady? Did I say hey? I think I did, but it does make you think. Makes you think about, with this cloning stuff, could they actually clone a complete copy of you with all your memories, all your consciousness? You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing, that clone wouldn't have went through what you went through, and I still to this day don't think that they can. I'm not saying it's not possible because anything's possible, right? Um, your complete consciousness. Now, I think they can program some memories, but not complete. Because there's a lot of things we as humans don't tell another living soul that we've been through, right? And of course, they're not going to go through every single thing that you went through. And you would literally have to create a detailed, and I mean detailed, from the time you were born, and which is almost impossible, of every single day of your life, every single thing you've went through, not just the big bads, but I'm talking about the little, the happy memories, everything. You get what I'm saying? To be an exact copy of you. I don't think uploading your consciousness is going to be as easy as people think. Some memories, yes, but not everything. Like they don't know when you were 5 years old, you you rode your bike and jumped off of something, or you learned to ride your bike at 3 years old or 2 years old, or you had your first bike accident when you were 9 or 8 or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like there's certain things, like you went to school on a Wednesday when you were I'm gonna say 7 years old, and you had salad that day, and you played hopscotch with your friends, and somebody in you got into an argument over something. I'm just making up, like, or what happened when you were 9 years old or 10 years old, and you were riding the car, putting your hand out, in the air, and just like little things, those little things. That's where it would be not complete, if it makes sense. Because there's no way you can chronicleize a life lived and get the exact consciousness, if that makes sense. That's why I don't think there's a person that, like a clone person, can look exactly like you, have the exact DNA. Now, that's possible, but they're not going to be you because they're not going to be gone through the things that you've went through. I just ponder sometimes life's questions. But anyway, is anything going on in the news or craziness that y'all seen that y'all would like to talk about this morning? It's enough of our intelligent conversations, because sometimes we go a little deep over here, and then we got to move on to the fun, not so crazy things. You working, but listen, yeah, I mean, here's the thing. If we think about retrospectively, we can have a lot about, think about a lot of different things and topics in life, right? Not everything has to be about necessarily the drama on YouTube. A lot of us, though, we come to YouTube, and the reason we like that drama and that bullshit, you want to know the God honest truth? Because it is a escape, right? It is something that you can concentrate on, that is sometimes funny, sometimes stupid, sometimes infuriating, but it makes you like not think about other things. That is true, Miss Nanny. They would have to learn how to perfectly sync up the vibratory frequency of the emotion stored in our DNA exactly with the physical and mental stored memory of our memories, and it don't work like that. I don't think that'll ever be fully possible. Now, do I believe they could create a clone of you so they could use the clone as spare body parts to have everything genetically the same? Yes. I do not think, however, they're going to be able to create a correct copy of you. The only way that's possible, and even then it's almost impossible, is a person would literally have to chronicleize their entire life from the smallest memories to the biggest memories. And even we forget some of our memories. Like, think about it like this. Can you remember everything from the time you were under the age of 5 years old? Or do you have specific memories of like your happiest moment, your scaredest moment, this, that, and the other? You can't remember everything from the time you were a toddler. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost virtually impossible, you know? Good morning, Mr. Jasper. I hope you're having a good morning. And that's the only reason I say I don't think that'll ever be a real thing. There's no possible way to get every memory out of your brain and everything you've been through into a consciousness of another. And I don't think that'll ever be possible. not fully. Could they make them similar? Possibly, but not exact. Anybody got any plans for this weekend? You gonna do anything crazy? Now, y'all don't go jumping off bridge because Jim, Jack, and George did it, okay? You know, what our mamas always said when we was little. If your friend jumped off a bridge, would you too? Would you do it too? If Sally Joe down the street jumped off a bridge, would you jump too? You know, that's something they always said when we would do something that we would get in trouble for because we were following behind somebody else. Well, they did it, so I did it. Well, if they jumped off a bridge, would you do it? No. No, I ain't that stupid. Self preservation is a thing. I ain't jumping off no bridge. I'd let you do it yourself. See, that's another thing. If they were in a cult, though, if they were in a cult, they would jump because they're brainwashed to jump. Ain't that crazy thing about you would, Ruben? Because Sally Joe did it. Ruben said he gonna do it too. Like, think about that in retrospect. Good morning, Mr. Ruben, and good morning to the white lady. Um, think about that in retrospect, though, right? When you're in a cult like behavior, right? They would jump off that damn bridge because they've been brainwashed to do so. Like, I'm going to tell you something that I know you're joking. I know you're joking, Mr. Rubin. I'm going to tell you what I hate is to see people put aside their morals and who they are and what they believe in to try to fit in with other people and want to be liked so much. Here's the thing, you don't have to change yourself for other people to like you. If you do that, they're not liking you for the real reasons and the real you. So therefore, it's not real. Being yourself and standing up for your convictions and yourself is actually going to make you more respected. And it's going to be a real like that people like you. Being yourself and unapologetically yourself, those who like you will like you, and those who don't. You're never going to make everybody happy, and not everybody in the world is going to like you, and that's okay. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, right? That's okay. You should be okay with that. If you think the entire world is going to like you or you want them to, you have a definite issue because you're going to try to change yourself to make others happy, which means that you're going to be unhappy because you're not being you. When you try to change yourself to be what everyone wants you to be, you're going to be doing too much. Because here's the thing, this person likes a person who does this person likes a person who does that. These two people don't like the same kind of person, but you're trying to be both persons. Think about it like that. If you retrospectively try to do that in all walks of life, you're going to have a problem. You do not have to pretend to be anything you're not. Just be yourself. And those who like you will like you for you. And that is a real thing that you can count on versus faking it. Not everybody's, here's the thing, they're going to like a fake you. So therefore they don't really like the real you. And it's superficial. And as soon as they find out who the real you is or are, they're going to walk away from you because you created a fakeness and they're going to see you that way. Mr. Jasper, you just be yourself in here. Okay? You don't worry about jack shit. You just be yourself. You ain't got to walk on no eggshells. You ain't got to pretend, you know what I'm saying, that you like the color blue, knowing red's really your favorite color. You ain't got to pretend to not scratch your ass if you really want to. You know what I'm saying? I want people to be authentically themselves. Believe in what you want to believe in and be you. And I'm going to say this. There's going to be people who ain't going to like you, and there's going to be some people who do like you, right? But that's okay because that lets you know that the people who actually like you for you. They don't like you for some fake or alternative motive. They don't like you because for some bullshit that ain't really you. It's not a popularity contest. I'm going to tell you something. Nobody is going to be liked by everybody. There's always going to be somebody that don't like you for one reason or another. And that's okay. Right? That's okay. Because you're going to find your tribe. You're going to find the people that like you for you. You get what I'm saying? You're going to find those who are like-minded. And that way you don't fall into that trap of having fake friends who don't give a damn about you. I see that a lot here on the internet. Because that's right, Mr. Rubin, you can't please everybody. There is no way to please everybody. Impossible. It is impossible. And when you try to get other people to like you based on false pretenses and, like you just want everybody, that's an unrealistic view. It's unrealistic and it's never going to happen. And you're going to set yourself up for failure and heartache. Point blank, period. Just be yourself. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to give y'all a little story. Back when I was in high school, I tried that shit when I was in junior high. I lied about dating this person and not being a virgin and all this other stuff and was trying to be not myself to please everybody else, to make everybody like me, right? But that wasn't the real Charlie. That was a fake persona, right? I had to realize, and it smacked me upside the head, being fake means that the people who like you don't really like you. Don't beg nobody to be your friend. Don't beg nobody this. And you have to go through that to learn that so you don't do it again. And then I became unapologetically myself. And if you liked me, you liked you. If you didn't, you didn't. If you didn't kiss both sides of my ass cheek, I don't give a fuck. Right? You got to not care what people think about you, what society. Here's the thing. Yes, society, some norms are good things. Like, we don't want people to see us as a murderer. That's a good thing. We don't want people to see us as pedos. That's a good thing, right? We need some of those. But I'm talking about, like, when it comes to beauty standards, right? Who's to say what beauty is? Because some magazine says this is pretty? No. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Every person is going to have a different view on what they believe beauty is. And every person is going to have a difference of opinion on who's a 10, who's a 1, who's a 4, who's a 5. Find the persons that like you for you, right? And just be yourself and be happy being you. There will never be another you on this universe. So why are you spending your time letting negative influences make you feel like shit instead of being happy and living your best life? Why are you going to let somebody else tell you you're ugly? Who's to say that that next person doesn't think you're the most beautiful thing they've ever seen in their fucking life? That's what I'm saying, Miss Danny. If I could go back and I could have changed that when I was in junior high, it would have changed a lot. But we learned that lesson. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Miss Catherine, good morning, beautiful. But that's the thing I want to try to get into people's head is just be you. And if it makes you happy and you're not hurting other people, right? You're not hurting other people. You're not hurting others. And it's just making you happy. Do it. As long as you're not hurting yourself or others and it makes you happy. We only get, as far as I know, one life to live. And time is short. Time is the most precious commodity that we have. And we do not get enough of it. So why waste your time pretending to be something you're not? Why waste your time trying to people please and make other people happy? Or, worrying about, do I look perfect or am I this or am I that? No, just be you. I'm gonna say this, Mr. Jasper. Those people are just being hateful. Do not let people's negativity, some people do that on the internet, especially certain trolls, because here's the thing, they are already having a bad day and a bad life, so they're going to try to make you feel bad, right? Why do you have to listen to them? Why do you have to take that internally and then think you are? Because here's the thing, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. The next person might find you exceptionally handsome. The next person might find that they love your personality and who you are. You see what I'm saying? So here's the thing, don't look at societal views and take that and make yourself feel bad. Right? Just because they think you are doesn't mean you are. It's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. Take that negativity and turn it into positivity in your brain. Yeah, I may not be your cup of tea. You may think I'm ugly, but somebody else may think I'm gorgeous. So you can have your opinion. You can think I'm ugly all day long. And I don't let it affect me, as you see. People call me fat, they call me this, they call me that, right? But do I let it affect me? No. Why? Because it does not matter. Their opinion is invalid. Unless they sleep in the bed next to me, pay my fucking bills, then their opinion does not matter. Because that's what it is, an opinion. I'm not saying go out here thinking you're God's gift to the green world and be humble, not like you're like, ooh, I'm the shit. You know what I'm saying? And put other people down because of it. No. Be humble, but don't let other people's opinion validate or break you because their opinion does not matter. Child, let me tell you what you do when people pick on something. I got fat, chubby cheek syndrome, right? I'll make fun of it my damn self. It's my fat, chubby cheeks, damn it. It's my double chin. And, bitch, do you sleep with me at night? Hell no, so fuck you. Do you pay my motherfucking bills? Hell no, so fuck you. I'll start making fun of my damn self. Hell yeah, I got a double chin. You want some? I'll share. That is true. Because here's the thing, you can have the most beautiful person you've ever seen in your life. And if their insides and the way they treat people is ugly, I don't care how pretty you are on the outside. They just literally are the ugliest person alive because the way they act and the way they treat people. To me, and this is me personally, I think how a person is with their personality, with how they treat others, is more beautiful than any external look. Because here's the thing, I'm going to explain something else. Why do people focus on outside beauty? Think about this. Beauty fades, does it not? When we get older, beauty fades. The shit changes. You don't look the same. Most people do not look the same in their 60s and 80s as they did in their 20s. Am I wrong? So why do we focus on the superficial bullshit? Superficial, because that's all it is superficial. This outside, this outside shit, it goes away. It changes. It's what's internal. It's your heart. It's your consciousness, how you treat people, how good of a person you are. That's true, Mr. It is the inside that counts. Because think about it. Tomorrow we could get into a wreck and be horrifically scarred all over our entire body. Horrifically scarred. All that fades away, right? That can happen tomorrow to anybody, right? This shit is superficial as fuck. It's what you got in your heart that matters. Why do we as a society put so much into outside beauty standards when beauty fades? Beauty can be gone in the blink of an eye. And beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What one person calls you is not what everybody thinks about you. Because You may have 5 people who call you ugly, but then you got 6 people over here who think differently. Because every person's going to think of you different. And if somebody don't like you and think you ugly, why should it affect you? Oh, I guess I'm not your cup of tea. Go find somebody that is. I'll find the people who think I'm their cup of tea, right? I'll find the person who wants to be with me and likes me for me. Now, it may take me a little time to do so, right? I was single for 10 years. I found that person, right? It takes time sometimes. You're not going to magically find them out of a rabbit hat, but eventually you will run across it. And if you don't, oh well, love yourself. Be your own best friend. Because me, myself, and I, we have a lot of fun. Child, me, myself, and I can spend all day together and we just happy as a clam. Me, myself, and I. I don't need other people to make me happy. I'm happy on my own. And I'm going to say this, once you get to that realization that you're happy on your own, having another person is just a plus. It's just a bonus, right? Once you get to that, I'm happy in my own skin, you're not gonna believe all the doors that will open up for you. And people think it's confidence, but truly, it's just peace. It's ultimate peace to be happy within yourself, to love yourself for who you are. You're like, you know what? I ain't that bad looking. It could be worse. But, I don't care about that shit. I care about, am I a good person? Yep, I did good today. I didn't cuss a hoe out and slap a bitch. I didn't slap a bitch today. So I'm proud of myself. I did a good job today. I didn't go shank that hoe knowing I could have. So I'm proud of myself. I did good today, child. And if nobody else tells you they proud of you, tell yourself that. If nobody else hypes you up, be your own fucking hype man. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't seek validation from others because it's going to be a false. It's not going to, it may uplift you for a moment when somebody validates you and then the next person invalidates you, because then you're going to rely on that to feel how you feel on the inside. You're going to rely on that validation to prove or disprove how amazing you are. The only person's validation that you should be looking for is your own. It's your own validation from yourself. God didn't make no mistakes when he made you, baby. And he made each one of us uniquely different, amazing in our own rights. There will never be another you in this universe. There'll never be a Mr. Jackson, Jasper Rock's home base in this universe. There'll never be another you. You are amazing the way that you are. Think about it like that. You know what I'm saying? There will never be another Mr. Jasper in this world. Nobody is going to be exactly like you. And that's what makes you amazing. Instead of thinking about all the negative shit people try to say about you, fill your head with positives. Now, I'm not talking about being like, because there is such thing as negative positivity, when you're so positive that you don't even see things as normal or feel emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like when you when things are sad, you're supposed to be sad, right? There is such thing as toxic positivity, where you even try to take a sad moment of somebody dying and make it positive. No, just feel it, feel your feelings, and be yourself, right? And if I'm gonna say this, Mr. Esther, when you get to the point, and anybody in this chat, hey, Mr. DM, that you stop giving a fuck about what other people care about you or think about you or say about you, and you only care about what you think and you say about you, it's so freeing. I promise you, it's freeing. Anybody within the sound of my voice that hears this, stop giving a fuck about what people think about you, what people say about you, what people call you, because the only person's opinion who is valid in your life is your own. Their opinion is not valid. They don't sleep in the bed next to you and they don't pay your motherfucking bills. Okay? Hey, Frog. Hey, Miss Angela. If they don't sleep with you and they don't pay your motherfucking bills, their opinion is invalid. Go live your best life, be yourself, and those who like you gonna like you for you. Don't try to be fake. Don't try to be phony, because the ones that like you, it's gonna be real at that point. It's not gonna be a falsity. If you don't like somebody, tell them you don't fucking like them. You know what I'm saying? If you like somebody, say, hey, you know what? We gel together. We cool. You know what I'm saying? We can get along. But those that are for you will be for you. And it'll be based on something real, not something faked and phony and something superficial. And if somebody only likes you because of, or if you only like somebody because of their beauty and not what's on the inside, it's also fake. It's superficial because beauty fades. That person could be in a house fire tomorrow, or so on and so forth, or you know, have a wreck of anything, right? And they end up scarred for life, and that shit's gone because that's superficial. Just like money comes and goes, right? That shit, you could be rich one minute, poor the next. Beauty fades, right? All these superficial shit, don't pay attention to that. Pay attention to how a person's heart is, how they are as a person, because that is the real them. That's the part that I've always paid attention to. If you a good ass person, I like you. If you a piece of shit person, I'm gonna tell you I don't like your ass. And if you are a piece of shit person, go find other pieces of shit to hang out with. I'm just saying, don't fuck up good people's lives. Y'all go hang out together. You know, I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't know, Mr. Rubin, why that song just came to mind, but it did. Now that song stuck in my head. Thank you, Mr. Rubin. Thank you. The sad part is that other people are jealous of other people's lives and the things, and they will try to tear them down at any instance. Which that is a sad reality and facts of life. Is that some people can't get out of their negativity and they're so unhappy that they want to drag other people down with them. And that is something that all of us have to deal with. So that's why I say find a peace, find a balance, because this world does have people in that, um, that are like that. And you're going to run up on them at all times. It's going to be a thing. You're going to have people do that. You're going to have people that call you fat and then somebody else don't even think you're that fat. And then you're going to have people say that, you're this, you're that. I don't care. Those who love me for me are going to love me regardless. And those who like me are going to like me regardless. And those who don't, well, they can go find somewhere else to go. Ain't that the right way to do it? I think everybody should live that way. It's just my personal opinion. Just be happy being you, because there's never going to be another you on this universe. And time is our most precious commodity. I say this all the time. I want you to hear me. Why waste your little bit of time you have on this earth being unhappy? Why waste your little bit of time on this earth being negative to yourself when you can change that? And it's going to take time to change when you've been traumatized. Because trauma was learned behavior and it took time to be traumatized. So it takes time to unlearn it. But you can do it if you put your mind to it and you actually put in the work to do it. It's as simple as changing your brain from saying I'm not enough to I am enough. I'm a piece of shit to, you know what? I'm not that bad. I'm ugly to, you know what? I'm not that ugly. Or I'm fat to, you know what? It's okay. I'm healthy. And the things that you can change if you want to, change them as long as you're not hurting yourself or others. If you want to lose 50 pounds, shit, go ahead and do it. Do it for your health. Do it for good reasons, for positivity. Because you just want to do it for yourself. Not because somebody else tells you to do it, because you want to do it for yourself. You want to go out there and get you some makeup as a woman or even a man who likes makeup and put that shit on. Put that shit on. Do you, boo boo? Who the fuck gonna tell you you can't? It's your money. Oh, you want to go on a vacation to go to Florida and go to Hobbit Land in your 40s? Fucking go to damn Hobbit Land. Or you know what I'm saying? You want to go to you want to go play Wizard World of Harry Potter? Go do the Wizard World of Harry Potter and be up in that bitch like what? Have fun, live life, be happy. Who's gonna tell you you can't be happy? And are you gonna listen to them? Hell no. Hey, you should be proud of yourself. Losing 60 pounds is not fucking easy. Let me just say that. Anybody who knows losing money, losing money is easy. Losing weight is not easy. Losing money is easy though. Go to the grocery store. That's all you got to do, and you'll lose some money real quick. Yeah, I will say that some people have an overinflated sense of self and need to humble themselves. Don't let yourself get to a point that you become hateful towards others because you think you're the shit. That's when it becomes a problem. It's like everything within moderation. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Hey, Miss Christine, traumatized. Like a lot of people have trauma and different traumas in their lives, whether it be PTSD, whether it be from abusive relationship, whether it be being bullied, whether it be, there's a lot of different ways that you learn trauma and trauma responses. And it can change the way your brain and the way you think about yourself. It can. Trauma and trauma responses are a thing. And if you've been told enough times that you are stupid, you're ugly, you're this or that, eventually you start to believe it yourself and start putting your own damn self down because of a trauma response.
Yes.
And so you have to actually change that. And just like it took time for them to beat you down, it takes time for you to build yourself back up. Stick by stick, time by time, you can do it if you choose to do it. Now, if you want to wallow in that and you want to be a victim, that's on you. I can't tell you. Only thing I can tell you is that it's not the right, correct response, and it's not going to be good for you. It's going to put you in a position to where you're going to keep reliving that trauma and be hurt for the rest of your life and stay in depression and stay in an unhappy place in your life until you change that. You get what I'm saying? Traumatic brain injury. Oh yeah. See, now that's different than trauma. I'm talking about mental anguish trauma, not physical traumatic brain injury. Yeah, I'm talking about trauma as in the sense of mental trauma that changes you and warps your perception of yourself. Think about it like this: we have been told from the time we're little what beauty standards are. It's been drilled in our heads, right? But here's the thing I want to ask you, and I want you to complementate. Can I use words today? Swear to God. Okay, anyway, I want you to think about this, right? Who says that is what everyone thinks of as beauty? Why do we have to judge ourselves based on that? Why is that the only thing that is beautiful? To me, it is not. Right? To me, the standard of beauty that has been pushed down our throat is unrealistic for many people. Many people. Most of those beautiful models, right? Yeah, ADHD says no words today. I swear to God. Um, that beautiful model, do you know how much she goes through to be that skinny? Do you know how much she goes through to try to live that lifestyle? And a lot of time is unhealthy. A lot of the times it's unrealistic. Normal people, that's everyday people, we all look different. We all have different things going on, right? So who's to say that we have to look that way or we have to be this way? Why are we listening to those people? I do not listen or adhere to those people. I do what the fuck I want to do. And if you like me for me and the way I look, cool. If you don't, also cool. I don't care. I love me for me, and I wouldn't change a damn thing because every scar that I have on my body, everything that has happened to me in my life, if that didn't happen and I didn't go through that and I didn't have that scar, would I be myself? No. If I didn't gain that weight because of such, whatever, would I be me? Could I be a total different person? Yes. Everything that I have went through in my life has made me. I have a fat roll I can't get rid of because I had a pregnancy that was different than most, and I almost died at 20 years old. When you get told you fixing to die, it really does change your outlook on life. And a lot of the petty shit that you thought about and let consume you does not matter anymore. It doesn't. What does matter is how you decide to live your future and how you decide to love thyself. And fuck anybody who don't like you. They can go kick rocks. And you're going to find the people who really do like you for you. And when you stop giving a fuck about that shit, I promise you, so many doors in life are going to open up for you. You're going to find things you never found before. You're going to be so much more at peace and so happy because you stop giving a fuck about what other people think about you physically. You just gonna be, I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck. I'm just super happy with myself. Whoop whoop. What had happened was, child, Miss Danny, and I don't even like calling that person Al Bundy because I like Al Bundy and they ain't even as good as Al Bundy. I'm just saying. At least Al Bundy didn't scam people. I'm just saying. Al Bundy wasn't a terrible person. Hold on just a minute, y'all. Yeah, so I do I'm gonna say that I don't care, Mr. Wyatt, either. And sometimes the only thing I hate the way I sound sometimes, it's like I think that's everybody's thing. I think a lot of people can't stand to listen to their own voice sometimes, like when they hear it in recording or hear a playback of it. I think that's a everybody thing. I don't think that's just a single person. I think almost every person does that sometimes. Like if you sing or something like that, a lot of singers cannot listen, do not like to listen to their own voice. It's weird, right? They sing, but they don't want to listen to their own shit. I've heard that with a lot of people. That's not just a you thing. That's a almost every person I know doesn't like the sound of their own voice for some reason. I love the sound of different people's voices because think about it in retrospect. A lot of people can imitate others, but our tones and the way we speak, our speech patterns are all different. That's why, like, when they do like these vaults and stuff, they do voice recognition because every person is not going to speak exactly like the next person. There's going to be nuances even when you try to, imitate another's voice pattern, right? Because our vocal cords work differently on each individual person. Like they always say, no two people sound exactly alike. Oh my God, Mr. White, you gonna make me laugh though. A drunk asshole hillbilly from Hee Haw. Hey, I sound like I'm a hillbilly, so hey, join the club. Let's go. Yeah, yeah. I get made fun of for my speech all the time because I speak differently. Um, because I talk in a certain slang, I get made fun of for that shit all the time. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm gonna keep speaking the way I speak. If you don't like it, well, fuck you. That's just Charlie. I've gotten told many times I'm faking my accent or I'm faking how the fuck I talk or I'm trying to be something I'm not. Bitch, I've been talking this way since I was 2. Okay? Since words were coming out my mouth and the world around me shaped my speech. You get what I'm saying? So, like, because I've had people say, oh, you trying to be black? I'm like, no. It's just where the fuck I grew up, motherfucker. Okay. Sorry, that pisses me off a little bit. I get told that I could code switch or I'm this or I'm that or blah, 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 blah. I don't give a fuck anymore. Hey, and Mr. Wyatt, here's my thing. Here's my thing about that. You survived something that most motherfuckers can't survive, right? You survived that shit. So yeah, so what? It changed your speech pattern a little bit. You still a motherfucking stroke survivor, and you here. So fuck all them. Fuck everybody else. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. Think of it like that. Instead of thinking of it like, yeah, it changed my vocal, I don't like that shit. Think of it like, you know what? I may have to deal with a different kind of voice now, and I can't stand the way my voice sounds, but I fucking survived that shit, man. Many people don't survive that shit, but I did. I'm still here. Good Lord, I can wake up every morning and take a breath into my lungs. I can walk, I can do things. I'm taking care of my animals. I'm looking at this outside beauty of this world. And it could have been different. I may have not have been here. I may have missed out on all this amazing shit in life. But you made it. You're a survivor. So instead of thinking about, how you hate it and stuff, embrace it. That's uniquely you, Mr. Wyatt. Ain't nobody else gonna be like you. That's your shit. That's who you is. You see what I'm saying? Instead of looking at it as a negative that you don't like your voice, look at it as, bitch, I did that, I made it. And yeah, it changed my vocals. Sometimes it gets on my nerves a little bit, but it's my shit. It's me. You'll always know it's Mr. Wyatt because of the way I speak. It's unique, ain't it? Hell yeah. God gave me the voice I have, and I'm not afraid to use it. I'm also not afraid to slap a hoe in the eye. I'm not afraid to throw some peach nut in that dude's eye, and a country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. Yep. I'm not afraid to throw a peach nut in that dude's eye. I'm not afraid to throw sand in your face if we fighting and you bigger than me, because I'm going to take your ass down somehow. You may be 6'5", 6'2", 6'3", but you got some weak ass knees and some weak ass ankles, bitch, and I'm gonna kick those motherfuckers out from under you. I'm gonna bring you down to my motherfucking level. Cause I may be smaller than you, but bitch, that don't mean I ain't as big and bad as you, motherfucker. My daddy told me one simple thing. Everything around you is a weapon. He also told me all the bigger they are, the harder they motherfucking fall. What? And hell yeah. Miss White, you actually 86 though? I wouldn't have believed that if you hadn't told me. Hell yeah, I live all our asses. You be the old mouse back, as to say. You know what I'm talking about. You know the country slang. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 86 and still going and taking care of them animals. Shit, you doing better than most of us 30-year-olds. Pat yourself on the motherfucking back. Because most 86-year-olds wouldn't be doing that good. I'm just saying, me, myself, and I might be in a fucking wheelchair by the time I'm 50. So do you, Mr. Wyatt? What? And you done lived a hella long life and did a lot in your lifetime. Hell yeah. See, I can't wait till I get to be like 80 or 90 because I'm going to say what the fuck I want, whether people like it or not. I'm going to tell people to go to hell. My politeness is going to be gone, y'all. Y'all know how polite I am and shit. My niceties and shit. I'm telling you, I'm not going to give a fuck no more when I get that age. I love my older generation who don't give a fuck no more and say what the fuck they want to whenever they want to. And excuse my French, I've been cussing a lot this morning, more than I normally do. My ADHD is acting a little bit, and I think I might need to get my damn medicine in me. Yeah, I need to take my ADHD medicine for real, though. Y'all hear how it's acting up and shit? It's going out, whoop, 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 whoop. There's a party over here. It's in my brain. My brain's going, yeah. I'm telling you, Miss Racing Stars, I love me some Joy Perry. I love how she be telling motherfuckers to kiss both sides of her ass cheeks. And she always say what I'm thinking, too. I don't know how she be doing that. It's like she up in my brain or something. What up, Donna Pisciotti? How you doing? I don't know. Sometimes my brain just be doing some dumbass shit, and I apologize. It is what it is. And the church say amen. Your mouth been dirty for me and some old once meat. Maybe you should brush that shit. You know what I'm saying? Get you a water pick. I swear to God. Y'all, I fell in love with my water pick because I'm going to say this, and I don't know however, I ain't no proper speaking motherfucker. I just say shit the way I say shit. That should be massaging my gums and shit, and it feels so good. It's like a massager for your gums, and it's awesome. I'm just saying. You know me, DC Kool-Aid. You know how crazy I am. And my ADHD acting up today, too. Woo! You know I get crazier when the ADHD go, whoop, 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 whoop. Potty over here, potty over there. I'm a little bit crazy today. I admit it. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. It is what it is, though, ain't it, though? Oh, no. I'm going to say this, Crazy Brad. The one tooth wonder still ain't got that shit fixed. I'm like, I think you lying about it at this point, one tooth wonder. Oh, Frog, I listen to all different kind of music. I'm into like I listen to my 2000s. I listen to my 80s rock. I get into country. I listen to R&B. You know what I'm saying? I'm not so much into some of the new shit. because I kind of am stuck. I will say I'm stuck between the 80s, the 90s, and the early 2000s. That's the time frame that my brain is stuck in. Now, I do, however, love my 70s, 60s, and 50s, and some 20s music. Like one of my favorite songs is "He Was the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy Company 3. He played revelry." I love that song. I don't know why, but I do. Also, Fallout made me love some of that swing type music. You know, Fallout, because the video game, because I like the video game. That's why we get along, Mr. White. I'm a little bit of crazy, you a lot, and we gonna get along just fine. Well, you know, crazy bad. Some of them motherfuckers, they got that halitosis breath with that one tooth wonder, and they just need to go ahead and get that shit fixed. I think some people lying about going to the doctor and losing 30 pounds and all this other shit. I'm just saying. Some folks ain't lying, but some folks is. I'm just saying. Because it just don't match up. Things don't add up, okay? Hey, Arky, my beautiful Arky sauce. I love Hootie and the Blowfish, actually. That used to be a badass band back in the day. The other day, hell, one minute I was singing Celine Dion, the next minute I was singing Four Non Blondes. Then I was popping over to some Pink because I love Pink. Pink is my shero. I love her. Um, and then I could be popping over to some Whitney, some Tina. I mean, shit, I might be singing "Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, watching the tide roll away." I might be singing some Otis Redding. Then you might see me pop over here, and I might be singing uh, "There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun." And then I might be going here, "My neck, my back," you know. So you might catch me doing that. "Shake some for me, mama. Shake some." And then you might hear me up here. "She found me on the sofa. It wasn't me." And then you might hear me over here. "Come on, feel the noise. Girls, raise your voice." You know, or I wanna know what love is. I want you to show me. I wanna feel what love is. You know, so I'm all over the place when it comes to music. Then I might be listening to Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, which I cannot do singing. So it is what it is because I don't have synthetic beats in my. I can't do the beatboxing. I wish I could. That shit's cool as fuck. But you know, so there ain't no telling what you're gonna hear me listening to when it comes to music. You know what I mean? But I do love me some 80s hair bands. I have a thing for that. I love my early 2000s. Okay, so here's my music. It goes from the 70s and 80s all the way up to about 2010. Maybe a little bit before 2010, but around that time frame. I don't really listen to a lot of the new shit. Oh, child, I ain't giving up my day job. And I'm just playing. Hey, Lambrow, beautiful. Everybody's saying hey to you, boo. I know you can't chat, but I just want you to know that everybody's like, hey. Um, but like, think about it like that in retrospect. How much different music do all of us listen to and consume? Now, I don't listen to a lot of this new shit per se. I'm not huge into it. And I don't know why. I just can't get behind it. I like the older music because it had a meaning to it. Lyrically, it was beautiful. You know, it had a story. Some of this new shit I just can't get into. I think I'm getting to that age, y'all. You know what I'm talking about, where new music is like, ugh. I like Metallica. Into night, exit light. We're off to never land. Okay, sorry. I had a moment. Had a moment, y'all. Had a moment. Soundgarden's alright too. What was that song by Soundgarden? There was one. Wait, hold on. Is it Soundgarden? I don't know. I may be thinking about a different band. Cause it's the song I was saying. "I'll be your wish, I'll be your fantasy." Everything that you need. I don't think that's Soundgarden though. I don't know if. Wait, no, it's not. It's totally not. That's a whole nother. I don't. I don't think I listened to Soundgarden. Yeah, I just looked up their stuff, and I don't know about any of these songs. Maybe I know they're like their most famous one, but I maybe this is showing new stuff. Oh no, 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 no! I know that one right there. It's just sometime. Yeah, I forgot. That's totally somebody else. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought that. I totally thought something different. Oh, I love jazz, Mr. Wyatt. I do. And bluegrass music. Yes. I grew up on bluegrass. Believe it or not, my grandfather and my great grandfather, they used to play instruments, and a lot of my family have like the mandolin, all that stuff. And a lot of my family are like musically inclined. And I'm going to say this, I had a cousin who passed away. He wasted his life. This man's vocal was so beautiful. I can't really explain to you. Like, he had the perfect tone. That's something you can't teach. You could teach anybody how to hold a note and sing, but you can't teach tone, which is something that you can't change, right? And he had the most beautiful tone and vibrato. I can't speak today. He had the most beautiful voice. And yeah, Black Hole Sun. I might have to listen to that because I know I've heard some of their stuff, but it was so long ago, and it's not something I reach for. All like a message. Yeah, I know that song. Actually, I've heard that song. It's just been a long time ago. That is a good song. Yeah, it's just been a long time since I've heard them. You know what I'm saying? You like, you ever not listen to a band in a long time and you forget their shit? Because you listen to so much other music. It's kind of like you don't have enough time in the day to listen to everything but from back in the day. No, I like that. I like them. I just didn't remember them. Hell, there's so many. Think about all the music that came out. You get what I'm saying? All of the different genres. If you think about even me being 38 years old, listening to music of the past and the music that I grew up with, do you know how much music I have consumed over my lifetime? It is very possible to forget some shit. I like some Christmas music, and what it reminds me of is when I was little, Frog, we did a Christmas play, and we used to sing them every year in school. Like, one of my favorite ones from back in the day when we were kids was Up on the Housetop, Down to the Go Sang Nick. Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop. I used to love that one. I don't know why. I don't know why I love that one so much. So I don't know. Like, I love the old school shit. I have lost it, Crazy Brad. I lost it and I can't get it back. Can you help me find it? It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. My favorite is "Oh Holy Night" and "Away in a Manger." Mm-hmm. Oh Holy Night. I'll tell you a Christmas song that you may have never heard, Frog, that you might want to look up if you like Christmas songs. Look up "Circle of Light" and look up Jennifer Nettles singing it live. Oh my god! Oh my god! That woman can sing, baby. She don't just sing; she can sing. Circle of love, halo of light. When Jesus was born on that Christmas night, It's not circle of life, it's circle of light. Light. And look up Jennifer Nettles singing it live. Trust me, you ain't never heard a good Jennifer. Let me look it up. I'll find you the link right quick. Because when she sings it live, oh my God, it's pretty in the recorded version, but there's this video specifically of her singing it live. Oh my God, when I say this woman hits this note and makes chills come down your motherfucking spine, I am not joking. I love her. Let me get y'all this link right quick. You got to hear this woman. I'm just telling you, Jennifer Nettles is one amazing singer, and I love her vocals. That woman can sing. This is the actual song right there, though, for the people that I was talking about, and this is the actual live recording. It's one of them. There's many of them, but oh my God, the Petersons. Local group called the Petersons. Oh, cool. I love local. I also love supporting local artists. Like, we have a huge underground rap scene here in my area. And I still friends with some of those people. We had a dude named DJ Trap Out. I could play y'all a song that actually, hold on, let me find this song right quick and I'll show y'all. Actually, a couple of my, I know one of the persons on it, but some of the people, I don't necessarily know them, but I'm going to show y'all a song. And it's on YouTube. And a friend of mine actually did it. I love it. They took the sampling. I may have to cut this out of live after the fact. Y'all know. But I'm going to have to, trim this section out after the fact. But I'm just going to show y'all a song that was actually done in my area that I absolutely adore. This was a song that was created in my area by somebody that I actually know. Well, one of the persons on it. It's a rap song, but they did change it around. They took the music from What Hurts the Most by Rascal Flatts and turned it into a rap song. So we listen to this right quick. I might cut this out of live after the fact because it's going to unmonetize the video. But it's cool. I can cut it out after the fact. I can edit the video.
I'm going crazy, I'm losing my mind. I do anything to see you one more time. I'm passing your house, girl, traveling down this road. I'm lost without you, baby, I don't know which way.
What hurts the most is not knowing which way you should go. It's like you think you took the right turn, but you took the wrong road. And even though you pushed to get in, you're still left in the cold. It takes a while before you realize what you really here for. I pray God send me an angel because I'm down in the dumps. Oh Lord, just give me some courage because I'm finna give up. Fall to my knees and look up. Lord, help me out with this load, cause I done been through more shit than you could fit down a commode. I know that death is getting nearer. I'm so scared that it's close. That's why I hide behind my laughter so my homies won't know. Yeah, I kick it and make jokes. It's killing me inside. Just 30 minutes alone and I commit suicide. That's why I'm hanging with my boys, trying to find a quick high, but keeping it on the slide so my mama won't cry. It's like the world done up and left me behind. And what hurts the most about it is I don't even mind.
I'm going crazy, I'm losing my mind. I do anything to see you one more time. I'm passing your house, girl, traveling down this road. I'm lost without you, baby, I don't know which way to go. I'm going crazy, I'm losing my mind. I do anything to see you one more time. My that's in your house, girl. Traveling down this road. I'm lost without you, baby. I don't know what's going on.
You see, I'm hurting, I'm bleeding over the fact that you're leaving. You left me out in the cold and took the breath that I'm breathing. You changed everything I believed in into falsified fiction. Girl, loving you was easy, like a simple addiction. But in addition to this vision, that was my intervention. I saw forever as a glimpse of the time that I'm spending, wishing that I could somehow show you the ways that I'm feeling. But you killed all we had, and there's no time for healing. I'm tired of losing everything and being put on the shelf. Dear God, please help me, save me from myself. I want to drown the world in darkness, stop the light from the sun. It's time to end the book I'm writing. In the beginning of chapter 1, I'm falling fast into darkness that comes sweeping like rain. While I sit back in reverie, indulging in the pain, I hope I get to heaven so that I can see the white shores. What hurts the most is I don't care no more.
I'm going crazy, I'm losing my mind. I'll do anything to see you one more time. That's in your house, girl. Traveling down this road. I'm lost without you, baby. I don't know what's going on. I'm going crazy, I'm losing my mind. I'll do anything to see you one more time. That's in your house, girl. Traveling down this road. I'm lost without you, baby. I don't know what's going on.
Sitting on the edge of the bed with my hands up on my head, my palms are full of tears, and I'm thinking about what you said. I'm reminiscing over you and all the things we shared, but the way you're acting has got me wondering, did you even care? Yeah, I know I messed your world up when you let me step up in it. So when our friends wish my name, it probably makes you sick. Why did you say you love me and you'll always be there by my side? But when the shit gets deep, you always turn your back and hide. Yeah, that's what it feels like when you do this shit to me. People wanna judge me, y'all don't live my life, so let it be. I ain't never understood you, and I probably never will. I wish the roles were reversed so you could see how bad this feels. Yeah, I know I did some messed up things when we were together. I tried to talk it over and I tried to make everything out better. I'm sorry it had to be like this, but I didn't know what else to do. Now I just gotta sit back in these days missing you.
I'm going crazy, I'm losing my mind. I'll do anything to see you one more time. That's in your house, girl. Traveling down this road. I'm lost without you, baby. I don't know what's going on. I'm going crazy, I'm losing my mind. I'll do anything to see you one more time. That's in your house, girl. Traveling down this road. I'm lost without you, baby. I don't know what's going on.
I've absolutely loved that song since I was a teenager. I remember when they came out with it. And they used to, like one of my friends, DJ Trap Out, he used to go around and do DJing. Like he did it in Memphis, Florida. He'd travel all over. I don't know if he still does it to this day. I haven't spoken to him in years. You got to think this was back when I was in my 20s, right? I was a part of the underground rap scene here in this area in Tupelo when I was younger, when I was way younger than what I am now. I had my friend, now Mr. Jack D, I think he still does his music. He's cool as shit from my area. We had, Snow, we had, Jason, I can't remember his rap name, but we had his name was Jack D, and he's from this area. And, Doughboy, there used to be a song that I used on my intro, my outro, but somebody said because it had a certain word in it, people may think I was racist for playing it, but I liked it because of what it said on one thing. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. My Mississippi ain't on no map. My Mississippi don't take no crap. My Mississippi might show you love, but my Mississippi ain't on no map. I love that song. And it's by Doughboy Stray. He's from Columbus, Mississippi. Doughboy Stray. We got David Banner from Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? But Jack D, he's actually from my area. He's an older gentleman. I don't know if he still puts out music or not. I'm going to have to go because I'm still on his Facebook page for his music. But his name was Jack. His rap name's Jack D. I'm going to have to go see if he still does. But Doughboy Stray is one of my favorites. And I absolutely love that song because it's got I used to have that as a ringtone when I was in my 20s because it was all about Mississippi. And the outro that I play on my outro is from a local artist. And it's the song is named Tupelo. It's a local artist. And he says his name in the song if y'all really listen. And he's actually from here. A lot of SoundCloud, a lot of our underground rap scene is on SoundCloud. I know Mississippi Snow and a bunch of others from Jackson, Mississippi. We actually got to meet, was it not Paul Wall, but Lil White. Lil White used to come down here all the time. You know that when it goes, Oxycontin, Xanax bars, Percocet, what you want, what you need, hit me up, I got you, man. He actually used to do rap shows here all the time in Tupelo. We had a club that did that. Well, when the Big C happened, that club shut down. So now we don't have it anymore, right? And a lot of our clubs actually shut down. So a lot of people down here have actually met and hung out with Little White personally. Like met him in person, shook his hand, all that other shit. My brother-in-law used to do rap shows with him. Big C. Big C is COVID. Now, the person who actually does my outro song is named Captain C, if I'm not mistaken. Captain C. But Big C that's why I say the Big C, because sometimes they'll flag you for actually saying that word or not monetize you, which is crazy. So I'll either say the Big C or C19 because you like during the time of that and even afterward, because people were supposedly spreading false information. Sometimes they like to mess with you over that word. So here's the crazy part. You can't even hardly say that word. Ain't that crazy though? So that's why I call it that. But during that time frame, because of a lot of they were small businesses, local owned, these bars were, because of that 2-year shutdown, we lost a lot of things. A lot of mom and pop operations went out of business because they could not afford to keep their doors open because a bar is not essential. Think about it. So for 2 years, no pay, no money coming in. You get what I'm saying? They didn't have a choice. They didn't have a choice in the matter. Some of the restaurants made it only because of, Uber Eats and call out orders. We lost a couple of our mom and pop restaurants also. So a lot of things around here that was mom and pop owned that was not considered essential actually shut down. We lost a lot of businesses, and I know that happened all over. You know what I'm saying? A lot of mom and pop things in these small towns went out of business. It's sad to see like something that's been there in a family for 30, 40 years, generations, and it just shuts down because there's no business coming in. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of mom and pop things did go. You have a good day, Mr. Wyatt, and give all the puppies and animals huggies and kissies, and tell them their Auntie Charlie on YouTube said that she loves them. I love Tupac. One of my favorite songs from Tupac is Dear Mama. There's no way I could pay you back, but my plan is to show you that I understand. You are appreciated. Don't you know we love you, sweet lady? I love that song. I also love Bone Thugs and Harmony, and Crossroads is one of my favorite songs. And I'm gonna miss everybody, and I'm gonna miss everybody when I'm gone. I love all different kind of shit. I'm supposed to get off here soon. You have a great day, Crazy Bat. Get you some Outback, child. Outback is good as fuck, bro. I'm gonna say this: between the 3 steakhouses of like the big names, Outback, Longhorn, and Texas. Now, Texas Roadhouse does have the best butter and rolls. I'm sorry, their butter is amazing, but you can get that shit from the store. Okay, you can get it from Walmart. Walmart sells it all day, every long. The Texas Roadhouse butter, you can get it. I don't like Texas Roadhouse. It's always so full because it's cheaper, Everybody goes there. They overcook the steaks. I have too much problems with it. I've had way too many issues with it, right? Longhorns, good, but I've had issues with them too. Overcooking steak, undercooking steak, forgetting shit off when you order it. Like if you order a premium side, sometimes they just forget your whole fucking side. But Outback here in Tupelo, never had an issue. Steak always comes out fucking perfect. They're amazing. I love those people. But that may be different in your area, right? In your area, you could have like the best you could have the best Texas Roadhouse or the best Longhorn, depending on your area and who's cooking there, right? But if you ever come to Tupelo, Mississippi, Outback, that's your place to go. Now, if you want to know of a little mom and pop operation, we got a little place called Simmer Down, and it's off the highway. It's one of the best steak houses. You can get a steak for $32 or $36, something like that. And you get 4 sides and a big ass 32-ounce steak. And I say this steak is bigger than the fucking plate. It's a steak for 2 meal. And I'm going to tell you something. It's fucking amazing. Awesome sauce. If you ever come to South Tupelo, Mississippi, go to a little place called, it's called Skybox. It's one of my favorite places. You're going to get great service. The people that work there are amazing. The food is the shiznit. You can get anything you want on the menu customized. So you can put whatever cheese you want it. You can add bacon. You can add, whatever you want. They're fucking awesome as shit. If you go to Tupelo, go to a little place called El Vera Cruz or Loco Taco for your Mexican needs. It's awesome. They also opened up this new one. I got to find the name of it to tell y'all. Like, everybody knows in your area, you have some really amazing spots, right? Really amazing places to go. And not everything is chain restaurants. Some of them are locally owned, right? Do try your very best to go more to the locally owned places and the mom and pops. We got a little place, I think it's in Baldwin, called Lamar's. It's a catering place. And they do barbecue and hamburgers and cheeseburgers and fried wings and all that shit. Fucking awesome. Off the Chisana. Mom and pop operation. Awesome. We got some food trucks. I just tried one the other day. I wish I could remember the name of that damn food truck. That shit was the bomb.com. Bomb.com. All right, you go ahead, girl. Come on, girl. You can pick me up. And we can go get some good food, child. But do try to support local businesses in your area, especially when you know they're good. Local business and mom and pop operations need us as, consumers. Just like me as a YouTube creator, a content creator, I need y'all. Without y'all in the chat, I would be talking to the 4 walls and myself. I need y'all. Just like, if y'all decided to turn away from certain content creators, they wouldn't have the audiences and their channel would die, right? So anybody who doesn't appreciate you as a audience member and treats you, go where you're appreciated, not tolerated, if that makes sense. You should be, as the audience and as people's subscribers, you should be appreciated. And you should be, like a content creator doesn't necessarily have to make their content all around the subscribers, but they should listen to their subscribers, because without y'all, we're nothing. We'd be talking to these four walls, and that's it. Y'all make or break, content creators. So y'all do hold all the power. Yes, we may seem like we do, but no, we don't. Without y'all, we're nothing. So, I just want y'all to make sure that y'all know over here, you appreciate it. Over here, you cared about. I've never been to the West Coast, but I've been to the East Coast. I've never been to the West Coast, but I have some friends that are over from the West Coast, and I've heard that there's amazing things over. I've always wanted to go over there to see like the vineyards and the, like the farmlands and things like that. And there's a lot of cool things over there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of good food too. A lot of good food. If you're a foodie, there's a lot of good food over there. I'm just saying. Also, please don't go to any content creator who abuses you or talks shit to you or treats you bad in any way, shape, or form. And if you are a content creator yourself, please let me know and I will make sure I shout out your channel because I like to reach one, teach one, and I like to give love. Because here's the thing, when I first started my channel, other content creators did that for me. I may not be a big channel yet because I just started my channel. I've just hit my 1 year, but I like to share the wealth. You know what I'm saying? Thank you on the sidelines, love. I hope you having a good day at work, love. I love. Oh, you're in Michigan? Hell yeah, ain't no telling what you're gonna find in some of those smaller towns. I love finding those little hole in the walls. Ain't them little hole in the walls like some of the best things? They're like gold or something because and the ones that are only open like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, those are some of the best restaurants I think I've ever been to in my life. Those little, we have a gas station down here that does plate lunches and does a little restaurant type thing on the weekend. Oh my God, it's so fucking good. Ain't that crazy though that some of our gas stations sell better food than some like name brand restaurants? They're so nice. It's usually the best service you've ever gotten in your life. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of places the food's good. I have had some of the most life-changing barbecue by finding those little holes in the walls. I hate when you go places and people are just assholes for no reason. Just no reason at all. I like going to a place that has a chill atmosphere and everybody's just cool, laid back. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jaya H, how you doing, beauty? I hope you having a good day, love. But I love going to those little hole in the wall restaurants that it's just a local joint and the locals keep it open. And you go in there and they treat you like family. It's like the best food. You're like, oh my God, I wish I lived closer. I would be here all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like if I ate out all the time, I was like, you just make me want to come back. That's what some of these restaurants that I was talking about, that's the reason I go back, is because the service is so bomb. The food is delicious, it's awesome. And it's just, have you ever had such good service that even if the food wasn't the best and it was mediocre food, you went back just because the service was so damn good? Like the food wasn't bad. It wasn't the most profound food. It was okay. It was good. It wasn't like, oh my God, this is the best thing since sliced bread. But because the damn service was so fucking good, it makes you want to go back. Y'all only found one Thai place? I don't even know if we have Thai food here. I know we have Takumi. We have a few Japanese spots. We have some Chinese spots. We just opened up an Indian place that sells like different kind of Indian cuisine. We have a New York. It's like they call it. It's like a sandwich place, but it's hollow food, and so we have that. We got a brand new Italian spot that's the Shiznit, run by real Italians. I'm like, oh my God, I love y'all. Y'all just don't know. Like, I just want to hug you right now. This is the best chicken parm. And they from Little Italy in New York and by way of Brooklyn, and they came down here. They don't know. They don't know how happy I am to see them open up because we have this other spot. Now, I will say, I do like to patron there sometimes just because of what they do. Okay. The food's not the best. It's okay, but it's called Tellini's. But they hire special needs people to work in the back so that they have jobs and they teach them life skills and they do stuff for the community. That's why sometimes I like to support them monetarily, because I know what they're doing is good for the community and good for people. they actually hire special needs people who wouldn't otherwise have a job and teach them life skills. So to me, that's like amazing. You get what I'm saying? So even though the food's not the best in the world, it's not terrible. It's not the best though. I could get better Italian at a different place. I still like to support them because of that. Because I know what they're doing for the community. I know what they're doing for those people. You get what I'm saying? If it wasn't for them teaching them, they take the younger generation and they try to teach them life skills so that they can go out and get jobs. They give them their first break, if that makes sense, so that they can go out there and do other things. They teach them how to work in a kitchen. They teach them how to do these things so that they can go out and you know, if they want to get a better job, they can. You get what I mean? Like they teach them those life skills to be able to do that. And that's why I like to support them, because they're such good people and so kind. You know what I'm saying? That's what they try to do, Frog, is they try to help, you know, people who otherwise people would turn down to hire, people with Down syndrome, people with autism and things like that. And they teach them, you know, those things and get them their first break so that when they do go out there in this world, they already have job experience. And they teach them how to run the registers. They teach them how to, you know, do the things in the back, like prep work stuff, because we have a lot of restaurants here. So if they already have a good job experience of doing that, they can get hired at different places, right? So they take and they do that for special needs people. It's awesome. And that's why I support them. The food may not be the best in the world. It's not terrible either. They do make a spaghetti that's not terrible. They make, I wouldn't suggest their pizza, but like some of their other items are not bad, right? And so that's why I support them, because I know that it's a lot harder for those people if they don't get that first job and have work experience on their resume. And I think it's awesome what they do. You know what I'm saying? It's awesome them doing that because they're preparing them for other jobs. They're giving them that experience so when they do go out there, they can get other jobs. And a lot of places won't hire right away unless they have experience. And I think that's awesome. I would not, let me explain to you why I wouldn't, Frog. They use, instead of marinara, they use spaghetti sauce and it tastes like it's got too much sugar in it and it tastes weird. I don't know if you've ever had somebody make a, like, not even a good spaghetti sauce, but like on the pizza. And at first I couldn't figure out what the hell the issue was. Then I did figure it out. I was like, oh yeah, it's the sauce. So yeah. Thank you, Wildflower, for the super sticker, love. It tastes weird. It's not terrible. It's just you're sitting there steadily eating and going, what is wrong with this pizza? I cannot figure this out. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, you're like, you ever tasted something that's, it's not necessarily like I'm gonna throw up bad, but it's like you can't figure out what's wrong with it. And I kept trying to figure out what was different about the sauce. It was like the Hunt sauce out of the can, and it was like tomato sauce, and it was You know what I'm saying? No. I've used tomato paste sauce and I've used spaghetti sauce before, and it still didn't taste that weird. I don't know. I don't know what they did. I think they used that cheap shit or something. I don't know what they did, Frog. I really don't. But I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure it out. Oh, I'm coming. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go. I gotta go open the door and help Babe. All this food talk is making you hungry. Shit, I'll be hungry too. I'm gonna eat here in just a minute. Uh, I don't have to cook today. I don't have to cook today. I don't have to cook today. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm having a little party with myself right now.
Whoa. We still need to eat dinner. I don't want you to get rusty even if we don't eat it.
Did you hear Duchess? She was like, yeah. Actually, I'm eating something not totally healthy for me right now. I'm gonna eat McDonald's burgers. It's cheap, it's easy, and I'm gonna eat it. Not the best for me. I know. I hardly ever do that, but today I'm a junk food mood, pretty much. Normally I eat healthy, and do home cooked meals, but today not so much, because in my local area right here close by we have very little choices. I got to get it every once in a while, Frog. I got to get my bad every once in a while. I love their fries. I can't do it all the time, but every once in a while. I think I do it once every couple of months. But yeah. I had to get me some McDoubles and some fries, and I do that every once in a while. Sometimes you just crave some of that cheap shit, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it's like every once in a while, like my favorite burger now. If you have a Sonic near you, Sonic has a garlic bacon burger that is off the chizang. You know what I'm saying? They're good as fuck. And they almost like an addiction, and their fries are like just shiznit. But Sonic has, they also had, I don't know if it's still going, they had this ranch burger, if y'all didn't know, with pickle burger. It's called the pickle burger, and they had pickle fries and pickle tots with the pickle slushy. Now, I didn't do the pickle slushy. I did do, however, the pickle fries, and me and my husband, we basically we both got one of the burgers. He got the fries, I got the tots, so we could try the pickle tots and the pickle fries. And it was basically, they took dill pickle seasoning and put it on the fries and tots, and then the burger, they actually did like a dill pickle, like fried pickle. They did pickle relish, like a pickle. It was really good. I will enjoy it for you. I will enjoy it for you, Jaya. But that's actually pretty good that you did that. That's actually good. And for you to stick to it, hey, you know what? I'm super proud of you, because I know that was hard. I know that was not easy, giving up red meat. Because, see, here's the thing. It's the bacon. That's what it got me, was I had to give up bacon, and I'd have to give up like steak. That would be my two hard ones. I'm just telling you, if I had to give up red meat, steak would hurt me, and not being able to put bacon on like my chicken sandwiches and stuff, I think that would be the part that would get me. Everything else I could probably do without. Oh, you still eat bacon? See, that's the one thing I couldn't give up, would be my bacon. I couldn't do it because bacon is so good. It's good on salads. It's good on, and then, yeah, you working towards that. Yeah, I'm just saying bacon would be, think about it though. Think about, you put bacon bits on salad. You know what I'm saying? And it's so good. Bacon's good on pizza. Bacon's good with everything. Put it on my chicken sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Bacon would be my hard one. That would be that, and then steak would be number 2, because I do love a good steak. I am a huge connoisseur of steak. I love steak, and that would be my second one. That for me would be hard to give up, because a good old porterhouse, a ribeye, a New York strip, a sirloin. That would be my other hard one. That would be my other hard one. But other than that, the rest of it, I could probably also. Yeah, turkey bacon just ain't the same. Now, I will tell you something. It's still beef. That's right. So it don't matter. If you want to give up pork, though, beef bacon's not that bad. But turkey bacon, turkey sausage isn't terrible if you get. Now, I'm going to tell you this one. It has to be this specific one, and you have to cook it a specific way. It has to be the brown and serve turkey links, the little link things. The brown and serve, and you put them on the stove, right? and you take and you put a little bit of Worcestershire after you fry them up a little bit of Worcestershire in the pan, and it makes them taste like beef. It does. The turkey, it's got to be the brown and serve though. The maple syrup brown and serve, it's got to be those. It's got to be those if you're going to do the turkey sausage. It has to be the brown and serve turkey sausage. If not, don't do it. You know, the ones that are circular. You have a good day, Wildflower, and thank you so much again for the super sticker. Thank you, love. You know, I'm very appreciative. I'm totally going to smash these burgers, and I'm going to play some Fallout and see who's live. Actually, I'm going to go check right now. See who's live, so I can tell y'all who's live and all that other stuff, and see what's going on and if anybody's live at all. Because, you know, during this time of the day, that's what, you know, I was trying to tell anybody who wants to go live. A lot of people are not live during this time of the day, really. You know what I'm saying? Very few people are most of the time. Like about the time I get off for the day. Okay, so we have live right now YouTube Cameras, which is from she's the Mo3 sector, but she covers beef sector. Uppity Goddess, she is live right now talking about who BW got Nikki or Cardi or why. We have Queen 88 from the Mo3 sector. Court TV is live right now for those of you who like to watch Court TV. Day in the Life of Security Officer is live. Ramesh, who hangs out over there with Arky, is live right now. Miss Mo from the Black sector is live. Miss Regina from the Beef sector is live. The AI Regina show. Sports with Wolfie is live. Restream is live for some reason. I guess they're bringing out some new things on Restream. Renee Reacts is live. And I Got the Drop TV. That is who I see that is live right now. Just telling y'all, if you're, you know, subscribe to any of those people and you want to go watch them, I'm just letting you know who's live. So, you know, I would say Uppity's full name, but Uppity has a word in it that I do not repeat or say. Just saying. But she's live right now, and, you know, just letting y'all know. So if y'all watch any of those people, that y'all could go over to their chats if you so choose to. And if there's anybody that you know is going live and you want to tell me about them, or you want me to share them out or anything like that, please let me know, because sharing is caring, and I like to support all content creators, small or big, but us smaller ones do have to support each other because we're little, we're just making it, you know what I mean? So there's enough of us to go around and to help others, because the bigger CCs were there for me, so I want to be there for them. You get what I mean? And I want to be that same person if I ever make it big, to help others build up, you know, and not tear them down. Because the love that was showed to me, I want to show it to others, and so on and so forth. I want y'all to have the best day you could possibly have on this hump day. I want you to go eat some good ass food. I want y'all to have a good ass weekend, and I will see y'all tomorrow if I don't see you on the streets before then, because I might see you in another chat. I hope you all have the most beautiful afternoon, and that God blesses you today and all days, and that you're happy, healthy, and, you know, doing the best that you can do. I want you to know that I love you all very much, my beautiful angels. I love you. I just want you to know that. Also, for y'all motherfuckers that sit on this bitch all the time, please wash your ass, wash your face, but please not the same rag. Walk around here with ass face, and brush your motherfucking teeth, and don't be walking around here with halitosis breath. Love y'all. Bye.
I'm from the T-U-P-E-L-O. I'm reppin' my hood, so love I'm gon' show. From the T-U-P-E-L-O. I'm reppin' my hood to the day that I go. From the T-U-P-E-L-O. I'm reppin' my hood, so love I'm gon' show. From the T-U-P
E-E-L-O. I'm ripping my hood to the day that I go.
I'm from the west side, we don't need no introduction, this where the best ride. We all big boy rolling and holding, come take a test drive. Hilldale, Evergreen, Glenkirk, Outer Street, bending every corner on the west, and that's where I'll be. Sunroof back, Captain C banging down 1800, chunking up the deuce to my post slanging down on 1800. Show no love to the ladies that's training round on 1800, making time stand still, crystalline swinging down on 1800. Watching out for them knuckleheads that be staying round on 1800. Big rims and low pros be blanging round on 1800. Better completely change the way you're thinking about round 1800. Really hate to see you boys get left slanking around 1800. Out the street got some history, just let Captain C lay it out. If I don't finish it all on this one, let the second verse break it out. Remember the blue apartments from OG standing back there by 60 deep. Bull walking, car blue, a big Anthony Hughes and P.
I'm from the T-U-B-E-L-O. I'm ripping my